Chapter 25. The Masters Among Us. You're ready, Shannon wrote me. My system had finally been upgraded enough for an energy vortex upgrade ceremony at Hope Springs Retreat Center, near Ohio's sacred Serpent Mound, a prehistoric effigy earthwork shaped like a coiled serpent, revered for its alignment with the solstices and its powerful, mysterious energy. Shannon is one of America's most gifted earth healers, working to repair the interconnected web of rivers, air, and energy that binds our planet together. She travels the sacred vortexes across the globe, from Mount Shasta to Egypt, following divine guidance even when she lacks the money, trusting completely that resources will manifest. And for the masters, they always do. We had never worked together before in this capacity, but she had said my system had now upleveled enough to be able to both handle the immense energies as well as contribute to the process. Contribute? I asked. What the hell can I contribute? You don't see it yet, but you're insanely powerful, she told me, a line that stirred a curious mix of pride and puzzlement in me, as if part of me already knew it and a part of me didn't. You don't have to consciously do anything. Just being there is enough. Your soul and I will guide the rest. With my soul quietly steering the way, the next steps felt less like walking and more like answering a summons. When I arrived, I noticed that Shannon had created an intricate crystal spiral formation in the meditation space. And as we sat across from each other, she guided an impromptu session that took me deep within minutes. The divine feminine and masculine energies within me suddenly emerged and unified as one. My ego seemed to be way far in the background, and I shifted from thinking with my mind to functioning purely from heart centered intuition. This is where you need to be operating from, Shannon said, recognizing the integration of yin and yang energies within my being. This is true alignment. Are you initiating me into something? I asked. She laughed. It's more like an invitation. In that session, and in several more the next day, I found myself doing major work for the energy vortex, work I hadn't even realized I was engaged in. She explained that we had established certain structures in past lifetimes and were now completing them in this one. On my second day there, I had noticed a rough looking black cat wandering around a retreat center, scraggly fur, battle scarred, the kind of animal that had clearly seen hard times. I mentioned to Shannon something I'd heard about spiritual evolution, that souls or consciousness supposedly start off progressing from simple forms like rocks to plants, then to animals, and finally to humans. A well behaved dog who is deeply attuned to people, I suggested, might be one who has completed many dog lifetimes and is preparing for a human incarnation. Shannon shot that down immediately. Sounds like some Eastern bullshit, she said bluntly. There's no hierarchy. Human masters will come back as animals all the time to help protect and manage the lands, rivers, and oceans. She gestured toward the weathered cat prowling the grounds. See him? He's a master who came back specifically to absorb all the astral attacks and negative energy, trying to bring this energy vortex down, she said. That's why he looks like shit. He's taking all that darkness to protect this sacred space. The cat's battered appearance suddenly made perfect sense. He wasn't a lesser being working his way up some cosmic ladder. He was a spiritual warrior who had chosen to sacrifice his comfort to shield the very land we were standing on. This aligns in a similar vein with what many near death experiencers and enlightened beings have shared about advanced souls and ascended masters, often returning during humanity's darkest hours to help guide us forward in the form of a courageous leader. Martin Luther King Jr. arrived precisely when America needed a voice powerful enough to challenge racial injustice. Malala Yousafzai survived an assassination attempt in Pakistan and returned with an even stronger mission for girls' education. Gandhi emerged exactly when India needed someone to lead nonviolent resistance against British rule. These aren't coincidences. When humanity faces seemingly insurmountable challenges, certain advanced souls incarnate with the exact combination of courage and wisdom needed to shift collective consciousness forward. The LCS, as you recall, is always fighting entropy. And it turns out it will call on its finest recruits to make that happen, with ultra advanced souls willingly returning, risking everything to enter the veil of ignorance again and carry forward humanity's evolution on a mission only a master among masters could bear. I've been told this is my last lifetime by several other advanced beings, Enrica once told me. But who knows? I may decide to come back and help out with a new mission. Not every leader fits this pattern, but many transformative figures appear exactly when their gifts are most desperately needed, as if their timing was orchestrated by forces beyond chance. This understanding of how masters work through different forms would deepen when I joined Shannon months later at another sacred site. She had invited me to Devil's Tower in South Dakota, a place where she described was teeming with intergalactic and ancient holy energies, needing an upgrade she was called to give. This time, there were three of us, with Shannon and another earth healer, Theresa, accompanying me. After touring the mountain, where Shannon effortlessly performed her healing work while walking and carrying on casual conversation as if it were the most natural thing in the world, we gathered for meditation at our campsite just outside the grounds. We all held hands as Shannon called in the high spirit council of the area. Her voice was steady and reverent. The moment she made contact, a deep, powerful energy slammed into me like a commanding wave from above, reaching into my system and extracting something that felt ancient and filthy. Whatever had been lodged there for who knows how long was suddenly gone, pulled out by forces I couldn't even see, but could absolutely feel. Now that is how you remove a samskara, Ken, she laughed, her eyes still closed. We have the ancient Native American tribe here to thank for that one, which, by the way, we've all been graciously accepted into for our work today. Yeah. I couldn't perceive it with my physical eyes, but I felt the truth of her words resonate through every cell in my body. Being accepted into an ancient tribe, which she called Bear Lodge, I couldn't tell if that was a joke or the real name. It was quite a recognition that my spirit had found a new soul tribe beyond time, beyond form. And it felt like the universe itself had pressed its hand to my chest and whispered, "Welcome, brother. It's good to have you."